Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Real Estate Central. Have you ever thought, gosh, real estate's been around for so long. Is there anything that's going to change that's really going to benefit us here in San Diego, Southern California? Well, today we're going to talk about different districts, some stuff that Ken Pecus is involved in. We're going to kind of break that down, dig in, answer your questions right here on The Word on Wealth. We've got Ken Pecus. He's our real estate expert from the group, the Pecus Group at eXp Realty. Ken, welcome to the show. There you go. Now we can hear you. Super excited, huh? Good. Happy birthday, Jolie. They can hear that for sure. Yeah. No, Jolie. Yeah, I've met her. Met her, but electronically with emails and phone and all that stuff for quite a while now since I've known you. But then I finally got to meet her in person at at the Ken Pecus blowout party. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was super fun. It was super good. I'm amazed. I don't know, I'm always kind of thrilled every time I see, the people that you surround yourself with that want to be around you because of all the work that you do in San Diego. It's just, it's more than, just you sell real property and make money and then you're going to go away. It's like you really love what you're doing. And I love that. I think it's really cool. I mean, you've set up a good business, a fantastic team, and you treat your people right, which is really cool. Which brings us to this district thing. But we got to do the feature first, the new feature, because we're going to do, we're picking a neighborhood each week, you guys. This is the way we do it here on the Word on Wealth on Wednesdays with Ken Pecus, is he picks a neighborhood each week and tells us the lowest sale price, highest sale price in a particular neighborhood district. This is what I get excited about because I get to see, hey, this is my hometown. So tell us about it. So what do you got for us today on that? Nice. Okay. Okay. Turn left, go into Ocean Beach, keep going, and then yeah, you get to Sunset Cliffs. That's a neat area. I love it. Dog Beach, skate park, all that stuff. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. That's big. You can put four EDUs on that one. ADUs. There you go. Very cool. I know. I was listening to Ken Pecus, this amazing guy. By the way, if you want to get all of Ken, so we're gonna keep going on this a little bit, but I just want to get Ken's number out there. 619-977-8419. You can come and explore with Ken, figure out, can you get into the real estate world, an investor, a private owner, whatever. Ken is your man. 619-977-8419. Okay, that's the low and the high. Crazy. Okay, was there a low house too? Is OB high house? Okay, so then OB Sunset Coast, that's all the same area, right? You're considering it? Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, exactly. And, and if you get back there a little ways, my brother lived in that area too. I mean, literally, he could look down the street and see the OB Pier, but he said he was in Loma Portal. So it's just kind of funny they have the kind of that whole area. Well, I'm not in Point Loma, but I'm in Loma Portal, which means you're underneath the where the planes fly. So we just had to be quiet. We had to just stop talking when the planes went over. But hey, it's worth it. It was beautiful there. You're listening to Word on Wealth, and today is Real Estate Wednesday with Ken Pecus of the Pecus Group at eXp Realty. His number is 977-619-977-8492. We'll be back in just a second. Don't go away. Weird. Happy Real Estate Wednesday on the Word on Wealth, where we have right here in studio, we've got Ken Pecus. He is with us and he will answer your questions. If you have a question for Ken, time to call. The lines are now open, 888-344-1170. Any of your real estate related questions. I know you're listening and I know you have questions. Don't wait to see if we answer them. We may or may not, but just make sure you get your question answered. 888-344-1170. Okay. Any more on the high low? Well, let's see, because sunset close all. Yeah, what's up with that? Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great place to retire. Yeah. I have not. Tell us about it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll be kind of like Santa Monica, huh? That's so cool. That's like Surf Rider Theater, Surf Lounge, because it's like sit here and watch the people surf, which is really a lot of fun. Cool. I think what's missing though, they got the fishing deck and all these different ideas they're all that's pretty cool. What they're missing is the otter viewpoint, man. We need to get otters in San Diego. We just don't have that many. So cool. Oh man. Yeah, seals, they're lovely. No, you can get the sea otters. It's up in Santa Monica is like sea otters everywhere. And it's funny because there was some stories up there where the sea otter, there's a female sea otter that was particularly aggressive. There's a funny story. I mean, it's talking about piers and in our coastal community and all that. There's a sea otter that would get on people's surfboards and it would chomp their surfboards. And surfers don't like dings. Well, this guy has a surfboard with teeth marks in it, and the sea otter is a female, bit a chunk out of the sea at the surfboard and then swam away. So they're like getting harassed by this otter. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, but this is cool. Yeah, see, and this is stuff with San Diego where we have that, we have this wonderful community, this incredible location. And if we just kind of put thought into it, we spend a lot of money on all kinds of different things. But then when you start to do like, improvement districts or ideas or concepts or thoughts, then, it really it really boosts our economy. It boosts kind of people's emotional, enjoyment of the place. And I just think things like that are just really important. I mean, you get your claim, and we got the best surf beaches in the planet, anywhere in the United States for sure. So then, yeah, let's kind of make a little viewing spot for it. Let's do it. This awesome pier. I mean, OB Pier. That's as a little kid, we used to go out there in high school all the time. We were out there. Let's go to the pier. Go out to the pier, get our French fries, our food, whatever. It was like, let's go to the pier. Let's go to the pier. So we were out there a lot. This is cool. Super cool. Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Yes. So this is something, Ken, that you've been involved in, and this is kind of the proof of, how you get involved in the community and how real estate for you isn't just a business. This is your world, as evidenced at your get together on Thursday, which is just super, super cool. So you've been involved. So I want you to tell us about, you've been involved in this kind of grassroots thing with people to kind of bring these different districts. And I want you to talk about the districts, kind of the theory, how do they work, and then we'll go through the different districts and how they benefit us and what to look forward to. Does that sound good? Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. I love it. So we are in a fancy place. We love San Diego. It is the America's finest city, and I believe it. I live here, and so do you. And you help people get here and be here and stay here. This is Ken. This is Gary Quackenbush on the Word on Wealth with our Real Estate Wednesday with Ken Pecus, the founder of the Pecus Group at eXp Realty. His number, write this down, 619-977-8419. Now, coming up next, we're going to talk about these property improvement, business improvement, maintenance assessment districts and how they improve our neighborhoods. Coming up next on the Word on Wealth. We've got lines open. Love to hear from you. 888-344-1170, and you can ask Ken any question you want about real estate. Where we're going to go for the rest of the show is we're going to be right to the top of the hour. We've got Ken's here. We're going to leave lines open if you want to ask a question. Got lines open right to the top of the hour. We were talking about districts in San Diego, ways to, I mean, yeah, San Diego's expensive. Some people can afford to live here, some can't. It's beautiful. There's a reason why it costs what it does. It's called economics. So Ken has been involved in these grassroots efforts to work with like how to bring value to neighborhoods. And it's a lot of different things that he's been working on. So he's dishing the goods and showing us and telling us all about that. So let's talk about the districts wherever you want to go with this. Because we got the property improvement district, business improvement district, maintenance assessment district, and lighting and landscape district. So is this something where you get an idea and you petition, or do you find politicians that are really, into this thing? How are these districts established and how do they work? Oh, that's terrific. Okay, sign me up. Okay. Well, yeah, but now you have an extension. So tax day really didn't happen on Monday. You just think it did, Ken. You just think it did. I digress. I'm sorry about I stole your visual. I'm really sorry. But yes, Monday was supposed to be tax day, except on tax day, the IRS said, oh, today's not tax day. Tax day is November. My tax professional guy was just like flipping out going, really? I'm dying. I'm gonna have to take the rest of the year off. Okay. So Ken paid his taxes to be in. Okay. I'm not gonna interrupt you again until I do. That's right. And that took a lot of work and focus. And 40 or 50 years ago, it wasn't that nice. It was awful. It was like a dive. And now it was just a dive. So now, yeah, it was terrific. So I get that. And thank goodness we had that kind of moving along. And now did you know you can do pasta tours through Little Italy? Have you heard of that? You Because Okay. Mhm. Okay, that makes sense. Now, so it's easy to visualize what you're saying, and especially because it's happening, and I can see how, the community is jumping in to do this. Those are business improvement districts. Is there stuff, is it always to deal with like retail and businesses, or does it also flow into like personal neighborhoods and things? Yes, yes. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Okay, all right, that makes sense. This is really cool. So we're talking with Ken Pecus. You know, he is our real estate expert. He's my partner on Wednesdays here every Wednesday on the Word on Wealth. He's got a fantastic site to learn about him and his team, Ken Pecus, Pecus.com. KenPecus.com. You can contact him there. You can contact his team. You can see what he's up to, what houses he has for sale. We are talking about districts and improvement districts, which is really super exciting. And we're going to be talking and kind of finish our conversation when we get back. So do not touch that dial. We'll be right back with Ken Pecus here on the Word on Wealth. Welcome to the Word on Wealth. We are here on our Wednesday special where we talk about real estate, all things real estate. If you want to be part of the show, the number is 888-344-1170. Ken is our expert, Ken Pecus, and we are talking about improvement districts. We talked about business, and now we're talking about getting into our own neighborhoods and you know, kind of a property improvement type districts. And that's what Ken has got for the rest of the hour. He's going to talk about that. So Ken, take it away. Mhm. 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 Okay. Wow, that's terrific. And this is the kind of thing, this is the stuff that you don't get to hear a lot about. That's why I'm excited that we're talking about it. And so, because from the outside, just as a regular person, I see that, I go, wow, Kensington's beautiful. North Park's really growing. I mean, I've been here for a long time, and you see these, the Little Italy improvement areas, and it's like, I had no idea this is how it got to be. Of course, it's got to be somebody from a grassroots effort, from the ground making an effort. But what a great thing to do to improve your own property values, but not just because, oh wow, it's worth more now. I have a more expensive house that doesn't really matter because I'm not going to pull the equity out right now anyway. But it's like I have a more beautiful neighborhood. And I just the concept when the way you eloquently describe, when I'm driving home, I like to be in this, kind of the welcome to the neighborhood and you just kind of feel like, hey, this is kind of cool. I'm kind of proud of this area. This is a nice area instead of some, ratty little drive through some crummy area. And then, okay, I have this beautiful house. It's like the entrance to it is always thrilling. And, so I get that. And I appreciate that about kind of the place that I live too. It's not gated or anything, but it's like, there's a kind of a run up to it that's really nice. And that really makes a big, big difference. And this is cool that you can get involved with this. Mhm, 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 mhm. Well, we don't. It's in anything. We just sometimes it's just hard to figure out how to get involved. I mean, there's not like, you type in, how do I get involved? I mean, maybe, but that's why it's good to talk about this kind of thing, especially from an expert level. And I appreciate you sharing that with us. Because it really does matter. I mean, you have certain neighborhoods where it's not like you have to be the one, but you hear that something like that's going on, and then get involved. In a lot of these communities, at least some of the ones that I have belonged to, is they have like a town council, and they may not be a separate town or anything, but that these community councils or town type councils, and sometimes you can kind of get wind from them that they're doing something that you may be able to get involved. And like you said, it's not always money. They need labor, they need time, they need, so you may not have the money to do it, but definitely there's a lot of people, in any of these type of movements that are really super important. They can all be pivotal. Mhm. And I think that's one way to start. These things are happening. Keep your ear to the ground. Participate in town council or the meetings, and just kind of go there and be curious. It's your neighborhood, it's your place, it's your home. You've been listening to the Word on Wealth with Ken Pecus on our Real Estate Wednesday. His number is 619-977-8419. We will be back tomorrow with our money guy, Anthony Wright, here on the Word on Wealth. Thank you, Ken. Have a great one.